Hello friends. So I realized that I haven't posted a video in a really long time. No, I didn't just realize this. I had actually recorded an entire video about how I was like somewhat disconnected and I didn't have a phone and what that was like. And then I realized I have so much more to say. Do I really want to spend an entire post talking about how I didn't have my phone? Okay, yes, I do want to spend an entire post talking about how I didn't have my phone because it fucking sucked. But I have more to talk about than that. And I feel like there's some things that need to be said. So I'm going to say them. It's really easy, especially with all the support you get like through social media. There's like this whole culture of like strength and positivity that's like reproduced through social media, and sometimes I think we forget to check in and see how we're really doing. And sometimes I forget to check in and see how I'm really doing. And I'm okay. You know, I'm not bad. God, I'm here. I can't complain too much. I'm alive. And I say that all the time when I go in doctor's offices. You know, they're like, how are you? And I'm like, well, I'm alive. And they think I'm kidding, but I'm not. And I think that that's like kind of like scary in a way. It's like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm legit happy that I'm alive. And they're like, like, oh, okay, you're happy you're alive. Like, no, I'm fucking serious. Like, I'm really happy to be alive. But other than that, you know, I did like a short post about how I had PTSD, and it's really easy to just say I have PTSD and like maybe talk about like some of my symptoms or something, but it's a lot different to live in it every day. And obviously there are many different ways that PTSD presents itself, many different symptoms. The way it affects people are different. The reason you have it is different. God's like, you couldn't even write a list on the reasons why people end up getting PTSD, because there's just so many varied and complex reasons why. And do I know the reasons why I have PTSD? No, I don't. I don't know all of them. I know what hurts every day, and I know what I struggle with every day, but I'm sure that doesn't even like crack the shell on all the stuff that happens in here. But even that aside, what I mean by checking in with myself is that sometimes I get really caught up in the fact that I am strong and that I am brave, because I am, and nobody can tell me any fucking different. But I get caught up in the day-to-day and the surviving aspect of, you know, just getting through the day when you spend 24/7 in pain and 24/7 like grieving, and sometimes not even knowing what you're grieving over. And I'm not always okay. I'm not always okay. And I can't say that I even get through a day being okay. There's lots of times in a day where I'm okay. I talked to a good friend of mine. Well, she used to be a good friend. I was a really shitty friend. I wasn't always a great friend. I was a really shitty friend, and it unfortunately took me almost dying to realize how shitty of a person I really was, and how I kind of fooled myself into believing I was a better person than I was. So this is an apology. Yes, each and every one of you deserves a singular apology for how shitty of a person I was. Sorry. And I'm sorry that I can't give that to you right now. I'm sorry that I can't come to each and every one of you and tell you that I should have been a better friend, and that I should have been there for lots of you, and that it's not fair. But I want you all to know, and it's you all is not like my way of escaping, like I'm just not calling you out on the internet. When I say you all, I mean that I know each and every one of your names, and I know everything that I did that I should have done better. And I'm not someone that lives with regret, but I am sorry. I really am. I'm sorry that I was a fucking asshole. And I don't care that I'm putting this out there, you know, because it's the truth. That's the kind of person I was. And did, like, almost dying from blood poisoning maybe humble me a bit? Yeah, it did. I can't say that I've, like, turned around, like, completely, but I'm trying to be a way better person. And for the friend that I just talked to, you probably know who you are. I just want to say thank you for reaching out an olive branch, because I needed it. And also, talking with you made me realize that I'm not always as okay as I think I am. And it's not just about, like, obviously I was an asshole and I was a shitty person, especially when I was younger. I was a bad teenager. I was, and I wasn't that much better of a young adult, and I'm trying really hard. And I don't know, I'd hate to say that, like, karma's this much of a bitch, or that I even believe in it necessarily, but I did need some humbling. I don't know that fate had to humble me this much, but you know, who am I to say how the cards should be thrown, or drawn, or whatever, some sort of magician reference. By the way, have any of you seen The Magicians? That fucking show is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's on Sci-Fi, watch it. It's amazing. But yeah, so I guess I didn't really have an objective in this post, and I certainly didn't mean to cry, because if any of you have known me for a long time, and I'm sure there's a couple people at least that have watched or will watch this that I've known from a very young age, you'll know that I'm not one to show emotion. And you can blame my PTSD all you want for me being on the brink of crying all day, but it takes a lot to make me cry. And the only thing that usually makes me cry is my mom, which could, like, happen like that. And that's another thing I'm not okay with. It's been 2 years as of January since my mom passed away, and I thought I would be, like, handling this a lot better than I am. And I have 2 sisters, and I know I should be better than I am. I'm sorry. I know I should be stronger than this. I know I should be stronger than this. Like, they need me. I have a 16-year-old sister, and she's amazing. She really is. I'm not just saying that because she's my sister. Like, she really is amazing. She has a really good head on her shoulders, and of course, like any teenager, I mean, you know, they can be teenagers, but she's really genuinely good. I wasn't at her age. I wasn't. And she's genuinely good, and my mom tasked me with making sure that she has everything that she needs in life, and I'm like, fuck, how am I supposed to do that? I can't even take care of myself. I'm gonna do it though. I am. I'm gonna make sure that she has the best fucking life. Anything that she wants, she's gonna get. Obviously, like, my sister isn't about monetary possessions, but I mean all the support that she can get, she's going to get. But I don't know how I'm going to give it. I'm going to, but I don't know how. And for those of you that are, like, parents or taking care of siblings out there, you know the kind of responsibility that is and the weight that is. And when I can't even get up in the morning myself, like, not just because of grief, but because of pain, fuck, you know? Fuck. I want to say that, yeah, I did a video about how it sucked not having a phone. And then I realized that I have a lot more to say. So, there you have it. Here's an owl. And I will post the video that I made before, because I think I bitched for a minute about not having a phone. And, I mean, that's gotta have some sort of use, right? This was also my last video. I don't know why this fucking thing is, like, following me everywhere. You would think, like, maybe I just put it down and, like, I just picked it back up. Like, no. Like, legit, like, I put it in another room and it somehow ended up back in here. But my mom gave me an owl when I went into surgery. I believe it was for my hysterectomy. And so, yeah. I guess mom's just sending me little happy reminders. Thanks, Mom. So bye. Peace, bitches.